It's another day, another video of these woke NPCs saying absolute nonsense. It seems at this point that everything that comes out of their mouth is just regurgitated from things that they have heard on social media. But before we get into the video, like the video as much as possible, comment down below, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram and X at YinkaThatGuy, and let us get into the video.
Hi guys, we're in Manchester and we're going to be asking the non-binary communists up here whether it is racist to not support mass migration. Let's find out what they have to say. Is there a difference between economic migrants looking for a better life and a refugee fleeing war?
I think so.
What's the difference?
One is different than the other.
In what regard?
It's too political for my liking.
So economic migrant is someone who's looking for a better life, and a refugee who's fleeing war. You said they're two different things, yeah?
Oh no, same thing.
Same thing.
Because they're both looking for a better life.
Oh, okay, so it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Would it be racist to be anti? Would it be racist to be anti-mass immigration?
Yeah.
Why?
I'd say. Because people are just looking for better lives, and you're trying to say it's illegal for them to want a better life. But yeah.
Sure. What about the question that this is what we want to know from Manchester today? Can Britain house the world?
I guess not.
Well, can any country? Sorry, can any country?
Not really, but that's why everyone has to work together to, help everyone, or then it's just loads of people in one place instead of just
I know I've said this in previous videos of mine, but I'm going to say it again in this video. Do these people, before they talk, think about what they're going to say before whatever comes out of their mouth comes out of their mouth? She literally just answered her own question with what she just said at the end, but for some reason believes that England should be able to allow whoever wants to come into the country. You just answered your own question when you actually followed the logic, but as per usual, their programming just takes over.
can kind of be everywhere.
Is it racist to not support mass immigration? Is it racist if someone says, if you had two people and someone goes, I don't support mass immigration, they don't say why? They might have great reasons, economic, mathematical reasons, but they say, I don't support mass immigration.
I think it depends on their reasons, too.
Okay, so it might be racist.
It can be racist and it cannot. It depends on the person. If they have racist intent, then it is racist. If they don't, then it's not.
Okay, what do you think?
I agree. It depends on their intention. I mean, there's pros and cons to everything. I think, yeah, it depends on the reason why they don't like immigration.
The fact that one of them had to answer first just goes to show you how socially programmed they are and how much of a groupthink there is in society. And unfortunately, this phenomenon seems to happen amongst women more than anyone else. It is something in today's world where people are group thinkers and they can't think outside of the group that they're within, but it seems to be something more common amongst women, as I've pointed out.
The case of are you aware of the immigration situation in the UK at the moment in terms of what our total populace is? Public spend, NHS, doctor's appointments, schools. Just you mentioned it depends on the situation. Do you think that Britain can house the world?
Can what though?
Can Britain house the world?
House? No, they can't.
Can any country house the world?
No.
Right. So technically speaking, if someone was to say, I support mass immigration, that would make them a good person, not necessarily, and not a racist. But if someone would say, I actually don't support mass immigration, whether South America, Middle East, Asia, if they were to say that, does that make them a racist?
No, it doesn't make them a racist, but then again, it depends on their intent. But
you can't control that, that's what I'm trying to say. You can't control their intent. So does that make them a racist if they don't support mass immigration? Just in general?
No, it doesn't make them a racist. You can't pinpoint someone as a racist just because they don't support.
Just because of their views on that. What do you think?
I think I agree, yeah.
Is there a difference between economic migrants who want a better life and refugees who are fleeing war? Is there a difference? To your point.
I feel like that's tricky because obviously people who are fleeing war is I think they need to come over here because it's like a safe haven for them.
So would that be different from an economic migrant who is not fleeing war and who is educated and who brings a skill set to the UK?
I don't think so, because it obviously depends on every single person's circumstance, because not everyone is going to have the same circumstance. Everyone's got their own reasons for coming here.
So would it be racist to be anti-immigration then?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how they came to those conclusions that if someone doesn't want people to come here because of certain reasons, that makes them racist. It doesn't make them racist unless they don't want people to come into their country because of them being racist. Going back to what the previous two girls said, they were actually correct in what they said, and I actually agree with people watching this video for once. If someone is actually racist and doesn't want people coming into the country due to them being racist, that would be racism. But if people don't support mass immigration due to the fact that there's not enough resources, or they don't want their resources spread out to people who are not a part of the country, that's not racism.
Is it racist to be anti-mass immigration? So if someone said they were anti-mass immigration, would that make them a racist? So if some guy over there goes, no, I'm anti it.
No, at the...
Why not?
Oh, no. I'm scared to answer this.
That's all right. It's your own opinion. It's fine. You've done nothing wrong. Freedom of speech still exists slightly.
I'm just scared of what people will think.
I don't know where is it somewhere. What's your opinion?
I don't know. I feel like the UK, if we're talking about the UK,
Yeah.
then it is scary to look at other people instead of the poverty that we have in the UK already. So to give benefits to people who are coming into this country instead of the people who are actually living in poverty in this country,
Sure.
That's a difficult barrier to, cross over.
Now, as all you guys know who are subscribed to the channel, you guys know I am pro-judgment and pro-judging people, even though I love everyone. With this person that he's interviewing, I would have thought she would have said something different just by the way she looks and just by my judgment, but I actually have been proven incorrect and didn't expect her to come up with that answer, which I actually agree with. So it's interesting. Sometimes your judgment can be wrong, and this time my judgment was wrong.
Sense opinion. So it wouldn't be, if someone was anti-mass immigration, that wouldn't make them necessarily a racist.
I don't think so, but personally I don't. Other people might think they do. I don't.
No, very good, very good. Common sense, I like it. Is it racist to not support mass economic migration? Take your time, because it's a bit of a tongue twister. So is it racist to not support mass economic migration? Does it make you a racist to not support it?
Mass economic, what is that?
So mass economic migration, that was terrible vernacular from me. Mass economic migration. So you're aware of the immigration situation in the UK, like most people are, and there's a bunch of people on this side that go, everyone should be welcome here. Taxpayer should pay for it, everyone should be welcome here, end of discussion. Regardless of numbers, regardless of anything. On the spot, what do you reckon? Is it racist to not support that?
I mean, if they're looking for a better life, then with some countries, it just depends. It's obviously there's a lot of war and stuff like that in other countries. So if they want to come here, which is a lot more sort of peaceful, then I'm fairly.
If they're not fleeing from war, if they're just economic migrants.
I mean, again, if you just want to sort of better your life here, then it's fine. Yeah.
So would it be racist to not support mass economic migration?
I don't think it would be not racist. I don't know. I don't think it would be racist, but I don't think. I don't know. I don't think it's racist.
It's like with everything.
If I didn't support, I wouldn't be racist.
Yeah, but it's like you always get them people. You always get people who agree and disagree on things. So. No matter how much people disagree with stuff, it'll still happen. So there's no real problem with it, I guess.
So, closing remarks. So yes or no? Is it racist to not support mass economic migration?
I wouldn't say there's a yes or no to that question.
Same, I guess.
This one was a very interesting video because a lot of the people in the video couldn't even answer the question. And the reason I believe they couldn't answer the question is because they didn't have their teachers or their lecturers telling them, or their programming telling them what to say and what to do in this situation. So they all malfunctioned and couldn't answer. And then at the end, we have people saying it's not a yes or no question. The real reason she said that is because she wasn't programmed to say what she needed to say. But anyway, that was another video, another reaction. As I usually say, if you guys enjoyed the video, like the video as much as possible, comment down below, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram and X at YinkaThatGuy, and I am out.